Hey guys, today we're going to be learning about the great state of Texas, also known as the Lone Star State. Is it true that Texas was once an independent country? Yes, it was. Today I'm going to talk to you about the great state of Texas. We are going to talk about this land, wildlife, history, and culture. Located in the south central region of USA, it is the second largest state in the United States after California. It shares borders with Oklahoma in the north, New Mexico in the west, Louisiana in the east, and Arkansas in the northeast. The south side of Texas shares border with Mexico and the Gulf of Mexico. Texas is also called the Lone Star State. Do you know why? Because it used to be an independent republic. You might have heard of the term Six Flags Over Texas. Do you know what it means? Texas was ruled by 6 different nations. These were the nations: Spain, France, Mexico, Republic of Texas, Confederate State of America, United States of America. By the way, Six Flags Amusement Park in Arlington, Texas has some cool roller coaster rides. Let's talk about the Alamo. It's a historic Spanish mission and fortress located in the heart of San Antonio. It was the site of the Battle of the Alamo in 1836. You know I like national parks. The Big Bend National Park is located in Texas and has some dramatic mountains and steep canyons. It's definitely on my bucket list. There is another place that's on my bucket list, and I so badly want to see it. It's the Johnson Space Center. It's located in Houston, Texas. Houston, we have a problem. Named after President Lyndon Johnson, this place is the hub for NASA. It is home to the Astronaut Corps, the International Space Station, Mission Operations, and the Orion program. Let's talk a bit about history. Did I tell you about the Caddo Mounds? It's an archaeological site located in Weeping Mary, Texas. Between 800 and 1300, Mississippian people settled here, and they built some incredible earth mounds. Texas is full of beautiful landscapes. It has beaches, forests, swamps, big cities, and large rangelands. Everything is big in Texas. Okay, let's talk a bit about geography. Texas is surrounded by Oklahoma, Arkansas, Louisiana, New Mexico, Mexico, and the Gulf of Mexico. Most of the population lives on the coastal plains on the east side of Texas. The rectangular part of Texas that sticks up in the north is also known as the Texas Panhandle. The southwest border of Texas is formed by the Rio Grande. If you navigate this river, you will find yourself in Mexico. The Spanish word Rio Grande means big river. It flows 1,240 miles from Colorado to the Gulf of Mexico. Whoa, that's big. People generally think that Texas is very hot and dry, but that's not true. Cold weather and precipitation is quite common in some parts of Texas. The Texas Panhandle can have cold weather and snowstorms. There is plenty of rain on the eastern part of Texas. The drier part of Texas can experience droughts that last for several years. It makes the ground dry and hard. And when it rains, the water starts pooling, which can lead to severe flooding. Hurricanes are common along the coast of Texas. Around 126 tornadoes strike the northern plains of Texas every year. Texas is home to more than 5,000 wildflower species. You can spot more than 100 different types of cacti in the deserts of Texas. In the forest, you will mostly see pine trees, but you may also find oak, ash, and hickory trees. Let's see what kind of animals live in Texas. It has more than 100 different species of snakes. Yikes! Around 200,000 alligators inhabit the swamps of Texas. Gators are creepy and cute at the same time. Wolves, coyotes, bears, mountain lions, white-tailed deers, spoonbills, and whooping cranes are some of the animals you can find in Texas. Unlike other U.S. states, Texas was once an independent country. Austin was the capital of Texas when it was an independent country, and is still the capital of Texas. Texas became a part of the United States in 1845. Like the United States government, Texas also has 3 branches: the legislative branch, the executive branch, and the judicial branch. The executive branch is headed by the governor, the lieutenant governor, the secretary of the state, and the attorney general. The legislative branch has 31-member Senate and a 150-member House of Representatives. The judicial branch enforces Texas laws by hearing out court cases. Texas sends 2 senators and 36 representatives to the U.S. Congress. It has the second most electoral votes after California, 38 electoral votes. Now let's see some cool facts about Texas. The state seal of Texas was designed when it was a republic. It consists of a star surrounded by olive and oak branches. The state flag of Texas was adopted in 1839. The red section represents bravery, the white section represents purity, and the blue section stands for loyalty. The single white star gave the state nickname, Lone Star State. I wonder what the state amphibian is. It's the Texas toad. What's the state pepper? Jalapeno. State dish? Texas chili. The state musical instrument? Guitar. The state plant? The prickly pear cactus. The state insect? Monarch butterfly. Now, let's talk a little bit about the history of human settlement in Texas. Humans first arrived in 9000 BCE. Europeans first arrived in 1528 CE. In 1628, the first Texas mission was established. In 1821, Mexico, including Texas, wins independence from Spain. In 1836, the Republic of Texas gained independence from Mexico. On December 29, 1845, Texas became the 28th state of United States of America. This led to the Mexican-American War. In 1901, oil was first discovered in Texas. Now tell me, who is Sam Houston? During the Texas Revolution, Sam Houston led the Texas Army into battle against Mexico. Afterward, he was chosen to be the first president of the Republic of Texas. As president, Houston supported Texas joining the United States. After statehood, he became the U.S. Senator of Texas and later served as the governor of Texas. However, he was thrown out of the office at the start of Civil War because he did not want Texas to join the Confederacy. Texas has unique cultural heritage, elements of Mexican and Native American culture, mixed with traditions brought by other people who have settled in Texas over the years. Cowboy themes, Mexican-American traditions, and Native American culture are all popular topics amongst Texas writers and artists. I gotta look like a Texan when I'm talking about Texas. Texans are crazy about sports. They enjoy watching and playing many sports. The Houston Texans and the Dallas Cowboys are the famous pro teams of Texas. Texans also enjoy watching many college and high school teams. Besides football, many Texans appreciate a good rodeo. Texas celebrates many local holidays and events. Dia de los Muertos, or the Day of the Dead, is celebrated each year from October 31st to November 2nd. it is rooted in Mexican tradition. This holiday is based on remembering people who have died. Another popular event is the Texas State Fair. It is held every year in September and October in Dallas, Texas. You know, the local Texas cuisine is also known as Tex-Mex. It offers an American twist to classic Mexican dishes like tacos, nachos, and huevos rancheros. Although I've never had the Texas chili, I'm going to tell my mom to make me a spicy Texas chili. You know, the Texas chili doesn't contain any beans? Texas economy is the second largest in the U.S. after California. It was $1.8 trillion in 2019. If Texas would have been an independent country, it would be the 10th largest economy in the world by GDP, ahead of South Korea and Canada. Texas covers more than 260,000 square miles. This is more than Ohio, Indiana, Maine, New Hampshire, Rhode Island, Vermont, Connecticut, New York, New Jersey, Maryland, Delaware, and Pennsylvania combined. Phew, that is huge. No wonder everything in Texas is huge. Texas has 14 national parks. The highest point of Texas is the Guadalupe Peak at a height of 8,700 feet.